Hello guys. Here we go with some more repeating exercises that will help you improve your language skills. Let's practice the past continuous tense. By repeating new words and phrases over and over again, you can help your brain to encode the information and make it easier for you to remember. Let's start with short sentences, and then longer ones. All you have to do is repeat after the audio in the same rhythm. If you think it is too slow for you, go to settings and increase the speed of the video. Let's go. She was singing a song when I entered the room. They were studying for their exam all night long. I was cooking dinner when the phone rang. He was driving his car when it suddenly broke down. The children were playing in the park all afternoon. We were watching a movie when the power went out. She was knitting a sweater for her grandmother. They were laughing at the funny joke. I was reading a book while I waited for the train. He was playing football with his friends. She wasn't studying when her friends arrived. They weren't working on the project yesterday. I wasn't watching TV when she called me. He wasn't listening to the music while he was working. The students weren't paying attention in class. We weren't sleeping when the earthquake happened. She wasn't taking a shower when the phone rang. They weren't playing video games all day long. I wasn't drinking coffee in the morning. He wasn't playing his guitar at that time. Was she studying for her exam when you called her? Were they sleeping when the dog started barking? Was I cooking dinner when you arrived at my house? Was he watching a movie when the fire alarm went off? Were the children playing in the park when it started raining? Were we working on the project when you called us? Was she knitting a sweater for her brother when you saw her? Were they listening to the radio while they were driving? Was I drinking coffee when you asked me a question? Was he playing football with his friends when it started to snow? Very well, guys. Now the sentences are longer, okay? Ready? Let's go. She was singing a beautiful song with her melodious voice when I entered the room, and it immediately caught my attention. They were diligently studying for their upcoming exam all night long, as they wanted to achieve excellent grades. I was in the middle of cooking dinner for my family when the phone rang, and I had to pause my cooking to answer it. He was driving his car at a moderate speed on the highway when it suddenly broke down, leaving him stranded on the side of the road. The children were playing a game of tag and having a great time in the park all afternoon, as the weather was perfect for outdoor activities. We were enjoying a romantic movie together when the power suddenly went out, leaving us in complete darkness. I wasn't watching TV when she called me, as I was busy doing my chores and had kept my phone on silent mode. He wasn't listening to the music while he was working, as he preferred to work in complete silence to avoid distractions. The students weren't paying attention in class, as they were all engrossed in their phones and not interested in the lecture. We weren't sleeping when the earthquake happened, as we were up late watching a movie and discussing it. She wasn't taking a shower when the phone rang, as she had just finished and was getting ready to go out. They weren't playing video games all day long, as they had other commitments to attend to and could only spare a few hours for leisure activities. Was she studying for her exam when you called her, or had she already finished her preparations? Were they sleeping when the dog started barking, or were they awake and playing with it? Was I cooking dinner when you arrived at my house, or had I already finished cooking and was cleaning up? Was he watching a movie when the fire alarm went off, or was he already asleep? Were the children playing in the park when it started raining, or had they already gone home? Were we working on the project when you called us, or had we already finished it and were celebrating? Was she knitting a sweater for her brother when you saw her, or was it for someone else? Were they listening to the radio while they were driving, or were they talking to each other? That's it, guys. I suggest that you repeat the speaking practice at least 3 more times, okay? I hope you like this activity. See you soon.